Good evening, Pisces. This is David with Tarot and Astrology for All, bringing you your 5-day tarot reading. Now, as you can see on the slide, on the picture for the video, when I drew cards at the top for you, I had the hummingbird in the reverse, I had the bright mother in the upright, and I also had the page of swords in the upright as well. What I get from this is that with the hummingbird, this is usually a bird that doesn't really land for very long. This bird is always flittery. It's always all over the place. So with this, I kind of feel like maybe you were all over the place and kind of sort of just needed to take a break. This card is one of those cards that is associated with thoughts, ideas. This is the modality for air right here, according to this deck. And this usually has something to do with the voice or um, something that like, well, I would say maybe like things that are said without really thinking is when this card's in the reverse. That's kind of what I get. Um, I kind of get being at the center of attention or wanting to be at the center of attention when it comes to the hummingbird and this aura that it has around it. It's almost like it's highlighting this bird. But I kind of feel like maybe um, you're not getting any of that attention. And with the bright mother, I feel like there's something that you have to walk away from. It might actually be this need to be accepted, I guess. And with bright mother, she's holding this little ball right here, which is usually having to deal with like an emotion of some sort. And then of course she has the moon behind her back. So in a sense, I kind of feel like uh, you're looking more at your emotional state as opposed to really paying attention to the intuitive messages that are coming in Pisces. So, but I do see that you're on the lookout for something. I kind of get that you're a little anxious about it too, but we're gonna go ahead and put all these cards back in here and reshuffle them and draw them. So join me as we go on your tarot journey. Ba-da-ba-ba-da. I wish I had like the editing software to be able to put all that stuff in. Soon enough, guys. Soon enough. All right, so let's see what cards come out. Oh, look at this. So you got a golden egg, Pisces. What this could pertain to? Well, um, hmm, I don't know, but you got your eye on it. That's one thing that I know of. Now, golden eggs are usually opportunities that don't necessarily hatch right away. So it's going to be necessary for you to be patient, Pisces, and just let everything roll out, but just nurture it. Make sure you nurture it and you don't try to get it to hatch faster than what it needs to be. Divine timing is your friend. All right. Now, with the dragonfly in the reverse, I kind of feel like you don't have that higher sense of awareness. Some of you. I feel like some of you do. You do realize in some sense that whatever it is that you're working on is a golden egg. But I kind of feel like with this, you're having trouble connecting to source. And maybe you need that download, right? And of course, with dragonflies, they are there for a decent amount of time. They could stand or they could sit there for hours on end. And I don't know why, but this blue triangle, I feel like some of you guys have been seeing triangles lately, whether they're upwards like this or whether they're downward like this. But regardless, I feel like this situation is one of those situations in which you need to read between the lines. And as far as reading between the lines go, use your intuition in order to be able to find out that information that you need. And with the hyena, I feel like you're serious about this. It's no longer a laughing matter for you. I feel like you've been waiting for this golden egg for quite some time, and I feel like it's a duly just or it's just duly reward, just due reward, something like that. It's like you paid your dues, Pisces. All right, let's see what comes out of the Fairy Oracles deck, and we will see what's the energy that's guiding you, Pisces. All right, so are some of you guys looking at a situation and only looking at the bad? Well, I feel like some of you are. For other Pisces, I feel like you guys have seen the situation for what it is, and you guys have seen that this situation could lead to something lucrative. And now you're looking at the good part of it. You're not looking at the bad part of it. And of course, with this card in the reverse, it's actually pointing to two things. I'm going to put the camera down so you can see. As you can see, it's pointing towards the hyena, which is over here. And then it's also pointing towards a golden egg. So maintain your serious tone, Pisces, but don't let it block you from your opportunities that you have the ability to manifest. Just maintain that good picture of it, and you'll be fine. Let's see, put this up a little bit. All right, so let's see what else comes out. All right, so yeah, it's not yet time to harvest it, or it's not yet time to reap the rewards from it. There's a little bit more time that you need to spend. And with the harvest, with Lady of the Harvest in the reverse, I kind of feel like this is something that's going to be necessary to build and work on. Now, if you take a look at this card right here, all of these characters right here, they have some type of little nut or acorn or fruit or something like that. And so to me, I kind of feel like there's a necessity for abundance, but your golden egg is still, necessary. It's still in the necessary stages of building. It's kind of like the universe is building up that energy and building up that energy. So boom, once that golden egg hatches, you'll know about it. So far you have 6, and then you also have 9, because this card comes out to it's 1 plus 8, which equals to 9. So I feel that some of you guys are unhappy about this. Don't let it get you down, Pisces. All right. Just focus on being honest with yourself, Pisces. Now, whenever there's a necessity to raise consciousness, there's always a necessity to be honest with the self. And before you could be honest with the self, you need to know the information that's coming down from source. Now, I feel not just being honest with yourself, but also being honest with other people. With this card, I kind of feel like you're looking for stability because of that number 4, but you're also looking for that energetic boost from the universe, which is that 0 right there. And at the same time, I kind of feel like maybe, no, you know what? I am not going to say anything. All I do know is that you're getting over that doom and gloom energy that maybe you've been harboring for a little bit. Let's draw some of the tarot and see what the Rider-Waite has to say about these cards and clarify them for us. Ooh, 8 of Coins almost popped out, so I see a lot of work ahead of you, Pisces. All right. All right. So what I get from this is that with the King of Cups in the upright, I feel like you're holding your own in terms of your emotional state, your emotional stability, things like that. I feel like there are maybe some things that need a necessary work of honesty in, but at the same time, I feel like you're maintaining your sense of self. And I say that because you have the little fishy right here, which is Pisces. So this card right here is a card that I would attribute to you, Pisces. And I feel like you're standing in your own power right now. You know this golden egg opportunity has that ability to advance you. And so you're keeping your composure, you're keeping your cool, and more importantly, you're keeping your emotional stability. And everybody loves when people keep control of their emotional stability. All right. Now, like I said, with the 10 of Cups in the reverse and right under the Lady of the Harvest, I would say that there are maybe a little bit of secrets that you are keeping from other people. Maybe it's because you're afraid of what happens if you are honest with them. But whenever the 10 of Cups comes out, or whenever any card comes out in the reverse, it has the ability to meet, this goal. So I feel like you're looking for this goal right here, maybe a happy life, happy wife, maybe some children, maybe a house, Maybe some of you guys are looking to have your own house out in the field where you can have your space to be quiet and enjoy nature. And I feel that regardless of not reaching a level of completion yet, you're starting to understand what's going on, Pisces, and that's a very good thing. The more you're honest with yourself, the more you're honest with other people, and the more faster you reach this point. Ha! Look at that. So take this opportunity by the hand, oh, but with both hands, I should say, Pisces, because when you get an opportunity like this, you get an opportunity to elevate in consciousness. And when you elevate in consciousness, you can move away from all of those bad thoughts, all of those things that maybe have kept you back. And this allows you to move forward to calmer shores, basically. And let's see what the die have to say about all of this. Let's see what the let's see what sign energy you're going to be encompassing for this week or for these next 5 days. Ooh, Sagittarius. I like that. Sagittarius is usually a sign of higher learning. It's usually a sign where it's also associated with colleges, higher education, going after your bachelor's, going after your associates, going after your master's, and things like that. And when it comes to the Page of Pentacles, you want to make sure that you go ahead and take that opportunity with both hands. Just boom, grab it, don't let go, hang on for the ride. First things first, though, there's a necessary need to go about your relationships and to fix your relationships. Right now, especially with Venus and Virgo, there's a tendency to be critical of the self, but there's also a tendency to be critical of other people. Make sure that you don't enter into that state of mind. Always keep that higher perspective and understand that some people just don't have the level of consciousness that you might have. So make sure that when you enter your relationships, that you enter it with the idea of elevating consciousness and helping others up so that they can help you up along with them. Also, once you do this, you have the ability to build like a Capricorn. And so when you get this opportunity, grab it with both hands. Do not let it go. All right, now we're going to see what kind of planetary energy you're guided by, and then we will move on, Pisces. All right, so you're guided by the planet Neptune. And Neptune is one of those planets that can appear foggy, but you're Pisces, so this is your own energy. And of course, it fell right in between the Ten of Cups in reverse and the King of Cups. So this definitely has to deal with your own personal power and how you apply that personal power. Now, first things first, this die is telling me that there's a necessary need to first go about organizing your life, and you're guided by the energy Saturn. So with Saturn, you might feel a little bit depressed. You might feel like you're constricted. You might feel like other people are treating you like a little kid, right? And at the same time, some people might be treating you with the respect that you deserve. So if you're acting childish, Pisces, don't be surprised. Next, you have the north. One influence to be aware of is the South Node influence. Go ahead and look into your chart to see if your South Node influence is affecting you in any type of way. Be looking towards Pluto, Saturn, or Neptune, and these three planets are planets that could be affecting your North Node or affecting Neptune in some type of way. And of course, once you take care of all of this and you avoid that South Node influence, what ends up happening is that you step into your own personal power. And you don't be careful, Pisces. Don't get drunk in that power, man. It could be very obsessive once you get a little taste of power. You're gonna want more, and then you're gonna want more, and you're gonna want more, and it's never gonna be enough. So it's kind of like that devil influence, right? So let's roll this final die and see what number you will be guided by. Ooh, you're guided by the number 7. Now, the number 7 is in the reverse and it fell right next to the Page of Pentacles. So, one thing that I want to say is I want you to take your time and I want you to analyze things, but don't go so deep in the rabbit hole that you cannot get out. Because one thing about everything that's going on around your situation, Pisces, is very karmic. You have the number 8, where it starts off on that right side. And you also have the 9 in the reverse. So that pretty much describes this unhappiness. There's a sense of emotional discomfort that I feel from you, Pisces, but this shall pass. And once you actually get everything through, and you find out that when it comes to this situation, there's a necessary need to, you know, be truthful. Sometimes you might need to keep things from other people, not necessarily lying to them, but not saying anything about it just yet until you can find your voice and say it. But I think mostly you're going to be walking away from something. It could be this emotional unhappiness. Once you actually grab a hold of that opportunity, then you have the ability to sail away. And as you sail away, you actually have that ability to manifest the stability that you're looking for. Whether it's financial, whether it's emotional, really doesn't matter. But that's kind of like a financial indicator. Um, so when it comes to this kind of energy, you're going to want to make sure that you guard this golden egg and also raise your consciousness. Keep doing what you're doing, looking at the good of the situation, and also making sure that when it comes to any depressing thoughts, that you go ahead and handle them properly. And as a result, you're going to be able to find your voice, and you're going to be able to, how would I say, stand in your own personal power and not have anybody step over you. So, with that, Pisces, I know this was a little longer than normal, but I hope that you take the message that you learned from here to heart and allow it to work miracles into your life, and also allow it to make you more of an honest person if you're not, and if you are, to help you maintain that honesty. So, with that being said, this is David with Tarot and Astrology for All with your 5 day forecast. And join me next time for your 5 day reading 5 days from now. Until then, this is David with Tarot and Astrology for All, signing out.